Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 198th edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, I will start as usual. The market is becoming more volatile. The volatility becoming extreme as we speak now. That means, as investor or trader in any market, in any instrument you are trading, this is the time for you to really trade your plan. By trade your plan, set your what, your stop loss, set your what, your entry and your exit strategies will be on, and also your profit target. As market is becoming more volatile, no opportunity is being created. Also, fear is also being created. That means we expect to see sentiment going up and down across the globe. That means you as investor or trader, this time for you to watch your what, your candlestick, your price action seriously as you are taking your position to see the pattern of the people or their psychology or their perception in the market to also guide you, because as events of unfolding, market investors or market players are bound to react in that direction. But once you understand to read the chart, you know exactly where you expect to see a breakout or what a support level, or where you want to see what a trend being sustained because of what strong momentum, or you see these are the things you should be doing at this point. It's not a time for you to panic, but rather for you to invest wisely using your tools very well. And that's why I said, as a trader, for you to be successful in this market, you must know how to combine your fundamental and your technical analysis at any given market or any economic cycle, because you need this to tell you what the people attitude and where they are looking. And also, don't forget that in technical analysis, there's what a kind of one of the quality of technical analysis that it part either trend or pattern also repeat itself. If you expect that there's a repetition of what has happened before, you need to understand what led to that to happen. If you continue, how can you take advantage of it? These are how to work to invest, or to trade, successfully in the market at any given time. But yes, let's go to the global market. Yesterday, we saw that the matured markets were really in red, especially US and the European markets were down yesterday. We saw Asia and Africa market in a mixed dimension. But this morning, as we speak, we're seeing a little change from the activities of the market. Means being the last trading day of the week, we're seeing some, a little energy behind the market across the globe. Yes, despite they are still mixed trend, but energy we are seeing this morning is better than what we saw yesterday when the market closed. Afternoon was our class. When the market closed, we saw that this market went down. But this morning they are starting on a good note, despite some are mixed. As we speak now, I think the US market is mixed. We are seeing that the Jones is in red marginally, while the two other ones, S&P and Nasdaq were in green, marginally too, while the Jones is red. But if you look at the European market, I'll tell you they are it has opened on a strong note this morning. Don't forget that for the past 2 or 3 days, we have seen that market try to slow down after the market has performed brilliantly well the previous week. This week, we have seen that market dragging feet. But this one, we are seeing a strong open, or what we call a positive open. For me, it's a good one for the market around that zone. But the good thing is that as investors also looking at the positive sentiment that are coming ahead of what? Ahead of China market or economy trying to recover and also try to go into activity. These are the things that is also increasing that zone, Eurozone kind of expectation. Because don't forget that the most of their export is to that that domain, that economy. If they are seeing that economy is running, it's a plus for those economy in Europe, because they need to export their goods down there, and also they have to also import. But the good thing is that we are seeing that the positive economic data that has that hit the market across the globe has also sent a signal to the central banks of the world. And not only that, the fear of recession also has also, like I said, that the thing is kind of increasing. The fear is increasing as US economy is momentum is also slowing down. But who believe that with the mixed macroeconomic data we're seeing, yes, there are bound to be recession, are bound to be, but the mode and how it's going to go, I tell you, no analyst or how much, whether it be a soft one or a chronic one, nobody knows. But I believe that if the central banks of the world also quickly take action, that also support. But if you look at the outcome of the statement of the governor of the European Central Bank, the ECB, saying that that inflation is too high. That it didn't say they're going to control, but it said inflation is too high for them to start easing rate at this point. But I believe that in different domain, they understand how the economy is working there. Going back, it was on that as far there was a slowdown in the inflation rate, which has triggered the high rate we have seen so far. If that continue, the market will see continue also kind of losing instead of tightening your monetary policy, start seeing losing, that means to start slowing down on this rate hike. That also be a plus for the market. And also that if they continue that direction of hiking rate, don't forget that the global economy, the rate of debt is high already. With high interest rate, it becomes very difficult even for the government also to kind of service their debt and also to manage it. These are the things we are looking at. If they're not taking, it might lead to world recession. But one thing that should come to the back of our mind that in every market or all this while we have seen that they're having a turbulent time for the market or for the economy globally and also in different domains. But market has always survived this. Don't forget that there was a time that we had what we call it was rampant in that year when the US and China was having a trade war. We saw how that also was influencing investment decision up and down. The war go left, go right before finally Trump was left office and through election. And you see, also don't forget that he posted great financial crisis that happened in 2007 to 2008 to 2009. 2008 and 2009. But remember all those within that period. Let me tell you, the market has always found its direction. Despite other situations, market is still generating funds for people, creating wealth for people. It's for you to understand all this cycle that comes, because when it comes with one dimension or another. But you as a trader investor will not close shop and say you want to do because there's one economic challenges or one event. And during that China and Russia trade war, you saw a lot of things happen, but still market survived then. Also, we have seen the Ukraine and the Russia war going on now. Now you can see what is also doing the economy, and also fear that this thing might also be extended to 2020, which also already in is there. But I believe that even as debt profile for the global economy is also on the peak as we speak now. I expect that all this also have a way of creating opportunity for us as investors to make money in the market. Only that we need to understand the trend and know how to position. That's why I said you must know how to combine your technical and your fundamental, because this market has history. And you can see how, if you look at almost 15 years or 20 years back, see that there are different factors driving one economy globally or the other. You can see that the market has survived and continued that trend. That means, yes, fear of Russia and the Ukraine war so high, impacted the economy for 2022. How far is going to do in 2023? Yes, over 100% return. Peace can come tomorrow, but I'll tell you, all these are expected to come. And if rate of it to come down, we must still see another market. We saw a different market in 2023 because rate was up. But if that's in another adjustment across the globe, but don't forget that in different economy, different domain, there are also peculiar activities or things happening there. Yes, election is around the corner for us here. While some other country, about 4 countries that has election this same period or this same year, another election for another set of countries in 2024. These are things that you guys, these are how the way of what influencing the market. But you as a trader and investor, you must stay with your plan and let your plan guide you, and also read what is happening in the economy, and also what are the investors reacting to this. It's very, very important. Like I said earlier, European market are also on the green. But don't forget that the data that came from macroeconomic data that came from Germany was also not too bad. These are also data supporting this kind of up market we are seeing this morning. And don't forget that that same market we have seen that yet today you can see that in Germany on that where today we have seen about almost 7% gain in their market there. You can see that these are the things that driving the market. Oil price also, because of the confident having that China economy has started also kind of coming up, expect to recover. That also you can see reflecting on the price of oil. As we speak now, oil price is around the $86 $86.92 at this hour. These are also good sign that yes, despite the fear, because the second largest economy that has the high demand for oil is coming up. These are the things that we're all looking around that is going to also support the market. And don't forget that the earnings season is around the corner. We saw how earnings that came from UK, the one that came from Germany, also influenced this market. And these are what are the one quite negative where the earnings did not meet market expectation. We're seeing a disappointing number as the work of influence the market. Also seeing a surprising number as also as the work of the market. If you understand how all these things play out in, in the market, you should also panic. But I believe that today is the last trading day for this week ahead of MPC meeting here down here in Nigeria. We have seen that the market is still waiting for what for direction. Why? Because there's this is the last day to that meeting. We are seeing profit taking, we are seeing cautious trading in our market. So that's why we are seeing that market is a bit what flat this hour. And I say them people who are using what I call it a cautious trading is what we are seeing, or institution among the investors trying to see the outcome. Why those that are really in the market for full dividend are taking advantage of the low price? Because why? I tell you, there's a kind of coincidence between the earning season and the election, and that is good for investors that but for capital protection that traders must say, oh, the fear might not put the price up because when there's high demand for stock, price can go up. But for investors that are waiting for dividend, despite the election coming, company that is going to pay dividend will not say because there's election, they will pay dividend. That means for those that are going for dividend income, take your position in your dividend income. If at the end of the day, when the election comes successfully and there's post-election rally, you are going to also make money. That's why whether people are looking away from the market because of elections coming closer, you that know what you are doing, that has a plan you are trading, those dividend stock that you know that you earn money. If at the end of the day there was no more capital available, but those dividend income is still there for you. Nothing stops you from entering those stocks that are yet to move. And that's why for those that will be in the live class tomorrow, by God grace, stocks that we're going to take position for the next week and also for the rest of the month and also the quarter also will be discussed, especially those dividend stock and those companies that has fundamental and those that has potential for upside also will be shared in the class. Every those that are yet to take advantage of their the jumbo pack or what you call it, to still do that. I'm happy that even as we speak now, those who are still sending tests, that paid and those that also are paid are yet to work to get their link. You need to also take action so that you bring that category. That at the end of the day, you can take advantage of what the market opportunity in 2023. And that is the essence of this live class that we do every Saturday, or let there's something happen. It's every Saturday. And I said that this year we're bringing guests, every month, one or two guests will be there to share one or two things. And once they share that, it will help you also to take advantage of what is happening in the market for you to position also for the for profit. For me, you have to take time, sit down and plan your financials for this year and how can you move to the next level. I think that two good guys better than one. Yes, you might be an expert of your own, but when you see a group of people discussing, you can see that ideas will flow in, that you become a better trader or a better investor. That's why I will encourage you, if you are not signed up, go ahead and sign up. Like I was just saying that this is the any season, don't need to panic, but take advantage of it. For dividend income, forget about the election that's around the corner. Fine, that's a way of influencing activities. Factor it in, especially if you are dividend income. For people that trader, you can see also factor that when the election come and go and is successful, that post-election rally will also take advantage of. If you are fearful where others are making money, you remain the way you are standing. That's why take calculated risk and also come back to the market as we speak. For me, there's no cause for alarm because the factors that support the market so far at this point are still very, very much intact. And all of those things are all eyes and what on the MPC meeting. I believe that investors that understand what they are doing. I've said it in one of the program even this morning or yesterday that we don't expect to see another 100 basic height what in interest rate in the MPR for our own MPC meeting coming. If that is what we're expecting, then no matter if they do 25% basic or even 50 or they leave it unchanged, the market will still maintain a momentum because this is the period for what for reward. I call reward season because that is where most companies pay dividend to their shareholders for having faith in them. For me, I think investors should just relax and invest wisely, but don't invest and go and sleep. Keep your eyes on the market. That's why such gathering of where we analyze the market every week is very, very important. And those that talk about of the live class will do this 30 minutes. It's also a good one where you can also hear one or two things that also help you to go back and look at your portfolio and repeat it and also move ahead with your portfolio. I feel that there's potential for the market and possibly the market to surpass. I've said it earlier here, but if you look at where the market is now, market is also where what we call another strong support level turning resistance is what we're seeing now. If that is is broken out any moment from now, the trend will continue. Before you know, the market at hit 54, 30,000, then also 54 and to crossover. And these are the things we should look at. What have been the cycle of this market since the last economic meltdown in 2008 to 2009, and where are we today? What have been the factors that have kept the market in up direction and down direction? These are the things to look at. That's why I say you don't need to panic, because this is not first time we see a major issue trying to change the face of the market. When we are seeing China and the US trade war, so war happen. Now we are seeing Russia and Ukraine war or conflict. You can see there, but you as investor or trader, this comes with different dimension. You also change your world to see area. Even when there's fear of recession everywhere, there are some recession-proof sector and stocks, and these are part of what also we'll be discussing. Going to the future. If there's fear of recession, which sector can I go? For me to be safe, to protect my capital. This also, we've got conversation going to the future, and that will be discussed more detailed in the Q&A, because that will have 1 hour to discuss and 1 hour to look at the chart and 1 hour to hear from each other. Question come and answer provided to guide every one of us on what to do as regards this period. For me, there's no cause for alarm. For quick one, before we go to the chart, we want to look at what is the market doing so far. Like I told you that our market was a bit down in the early hour, but at this point also let's check if it's also still in green. But as you can see from the chart, market is still very, very the same trend we saw yesterday on on a flat note that we can see from the chart now, that market is still very, very flat at this point, not yet to break out. You can see the impact of this profit taking and cautious trading ahead of this meeting that is coming up. As we speak now, market is trading at 52,612.50. Market is down slightly by 13.92, down by 0.02 at this point. Just like what again at the end of the day, that's likely what the market is down at 0.02 at this hour. But if you look at the market bread, like I said, the market bread is flat. We're seeing 5 gainers and also 5 losers as we speak. This tells the market is just waiting for a trigger at this hour, but I believe at the end of the day, to get the full picture of the market, as we speak now, market is very, very flat. Even though it is red, but a flat one. I can see that the market bread is also 5.5 in terms of gainers and losers. If you look at the loser chart, Linkage Assurance is leading the pack there, followed by Nestle. Nestle is just losing marginal 19 naira. That is about 1.3 down. You can see Unity Bank also in that category, Transcorp and WAPCO down. WAPCO is just down 0.08. You can see marginal down. I believe that the trend can easily turn around any moment from now. If you also look the way of the gainers, we are seeing that Prestige Assurance is leading, followed by Charms. You can see Costis and ETI and UBA as we speak now. These are the top gainers. But you can see some good stocks or blue chip stocks in this gaining chart now. You can see ETI, you can see UBA and others. Yes, earlier you can see the Zenith Bank and the access code on that chart before now. So you can see that these are the top 5 we are seeing. Then if you look at in terms of volume, in terms of volume, you can see that the volume was in the market is huge forward. I will take it as a lot of we are seeing a huge activities about across the of about almost 345.9 million shares traded so far in Veteran Group Assurance. These are the capital, Veteran Capital insurance company. What we are seeing this kind of volume, followed by Charms. You can see Access Corp, Zenith Bank, and Fidelity. These are the top stock in volume. Charms is doing 4.1 million shares. Access Corp is doing 3.7 million shares, and Zenith Bank is doing 2.8 million shares, and Fidelity is 2.3 million shares as we speak now. I can see that there's still time. This is just at the midday. We expect to see before the end of the day, the market will give us a clear direction of where it's going. But I tell you, the market will remain in this seesaw movement we have seen since Monday. As a lot of work, this MPC meeting is coming up. I to see the outcome of the meeting, where the direction rate is going. But naturally, you can see that we have seen for the past four Treasury bill option that has been on a decline. Also in that bond in that market is not in that same direction. We expect to see what the outcome of that also give the market a direction where it's going. But that's why I want to keep your eyes on the market. Like I said, market is trading above its average traded volume. You can see it here. Yes, that's why you can see that it's also a red position. You can see that actually the market is slightly in red. You can see the volume here above the average. You can see that volume that that kept the market up here is far better than volume that brought the market all the way down here. Says that we are still seeing activities in this market. For me, there's no cause for alarm. All we don't need to position in right stock and watch to see the outcome of the result that is coming. That will put a boost in this stock to go to where we expect them to go. This is how I expect the markets to go today. If you have that at the back of your mind, there's no cause for alarm at all. But be installed that you keep your eyes when to take out. Yes, before we go into calling down the indicators, want to look at the index action as we speak now. You can see the position after the market have broken out this resistance level. This point, you can see where my cursor is now. This point and at this point too. That are now the support level here before. You can see that this is support level. Market, it came down, went up again. It came here. Now this place now become a support level, and these two support levels is now becoming another resistance level for the market as we speak. A breakout of this support level here, that will now usher the market to another uptrend. But the good that the market has maintained the recovery we have seen so far, looking at the chart. And this recovery has been on a strong momentum. If you call up the chart or an indicator, indicator that will also prove that to us that yes, the momentum is still high in the market. That's why you don't need to also panic when you are investing. Because I will tell you, if you look at momentum in the market at speed, the momentum is still very strong. Tells you that yes, there's no cause for alarm. Let me quickly call these indicators up so that you can see. Knowing your resistance level, your trend line, volume, and pattern is very key in this market. Once you understand it, if you're looking at your chart, it will help you to easily interpret your chart. And don't forget that in this class, the key thing I use my chart is price action, time, and momentum. Time is very important, and that's what to do tomorrow, hopefully by God's grace. At this time, we're expecting the earnings. We have seen the release date of these companies before now. When they release the results, what is the performance? How did they perform? When it's supposed to be in the market? When the result is supposed to be in the market? How has been the performance when results hit the market? If the results come in an environment where there's liquidity, an environment where there's no liquidity, or environment when the company result beats the market expectation, these are the things we'll be looking at tomorrow, hopefully, so that at the end of the day, you also should know what to do at this point. If you're already in those stuff that you're expecting to see the number, all you do now is just be smiling to see the result, because we are taking position ahead of others, because every investment is against the future. As I always say in this class, that past performance is not a guarantee of future success. But once you're able to have a good outlook for what's going to support or drive that company future to the same maintain that momentum you have seen earlier, that is what attracts you, into that kind of position. If you have not seen anything, not that the company has done well with guarantee, but once you are seeing things that will influence their cash flow, that will support the earnings, that will support the top line and the bottom line, you are good to go, because earnings is the key. Earnings is what you need at any time. It's one of the strong fundamentals that stock feed on, especially when it comes to price movement and also dividend payout. Because a company without earnings won't pay you anything and price will not go anywhere. But these earnings is what gives investors an idea when they can recoup their money, and also what also supports them to pay them a higher dividend for the price to go up. That's why you need to look at this company, no matter the name of people that are managing the company, no matter how the age of the company, no matter the product name or the brand name, what investors interested in, what is the earnings that price can feed on. Because this earning also will kind of support payout, and not to has come that the will also supporting price to move up. That's why you must keep your eyes on these earnings that are we're expecting, because it's very important to watch the price movement. Yes, we have seen the money flow now. We have called up the T line. We want to also call up the ADS as we speak. I need to call the ADS at this point just because I need to know the strength behind every move that the market is making, so that it will guide you and I exactly to know what to do in terms of directional movement, where the stock is going and what is happening there. These are the three we are going to use at this hour. Yeah. You can see this for the market, general market. You can see the market as we speak. Market, you can see now here at this hour, market is trending. You can see very well here. Let me also make it good. Market is trending already for what we saw yesterday and this hour. You can see it here. You can see the market moving in that direction. This yesterday, this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this yesterday, this today. Yesterday, the market was flat. And so you can see what is happening now for today. We're still above the T line, but don't keep your finger crossed there. Market is maintaining that momentum, but it tells you that look at money flow. Money flow is also looking down. Speaking of money flow has gone low to around 74. See on a strong region but coming down from almost 90, 99 to this level. I tell that this profit taking was seen and concentrating that funds is not so entering the market. All eyes are going to see the outcome of the while position taken in some blue chips also have not changed the trend, but people are accumulating some stocks as we speak now. But look at what money flow is looking at. But look at your ADS. ADS as we speak now is reading almost 70, and this is powerful. For ADS is something that the momentum behind the trend is still very, very high. That's why I think ADS is anywhere in the world, but you see ADS reading above 20, it's a strong trend. But when you see it above 30, it tells you, when it's about 50, it tells you. And also when you see the blue line crossing the red line here, you can see the one is a negative direction, that one is positive. You can see it's an uptrend. You can see how long when it was coming down here. The red one was above the green, the blue one, but you can see what happened. It came down here, and now you can see the uptrend. Also, if you come back here, when the blue one crossed the red one from the red one up, you can see what happened. All this way, you can see that the momentum was up. You can see it here in this from where the blue is up before coming down. Now market was here. You can see that all this one, the red was on top, blue was down. But now you can see that all this one, you can see it here. Finally, before the blue one came up, and they say that the strength in this moment we are seeing on this trend we are seeing. For me, there's no cause for alarm. People, let's look at the daily chart for the market before we look at the stocks. That's what we're going to look at before we call it a day. You can see that on a 1 hour chart, sorry, on the 1 hour chart, market is flat on the on the T line. They have not broken down. But if you look at the stock on the market on the 1 hour, it tells you that market is going, even as we are seeing a red say here, you can see money flow has gone below 50 down, just waiting for a trigger. You can see it. But the good thing is that look at the momentum here, it remains positive where you are seeing what the blue on top of the red, and also money ADS at 1 hour chart is trading 37. For me, it's strong. You can see for yourself, come here, but you can see that all this while here, the market has been on the T line, has not broken down on the 1 hour chart. This is what good for the market. That's why you need to look at all this before you take your decision. Yes, we want to look at the stock that are gaining at this hour. We're going to quickly look at the want us to look at the life of ETI and the UBA. Then we'll also quickly look at what is happening in WAPCO and chart to tell us what is what to do. You can see that WAPCO is among the stock that is losing slightly in the market. Let's start with that WAPCO first and what is happening in WAPCO. I want to look at the chart now. And we still have a position on WAPCO. We need to know, or we should buy more of WAPCO at the start. On a 1 hour chart for WAPCO, I'll tell you that the stock is relatively strong. That's why we're seeing money flow trying to look down around the 35 below 50, but I can tell you that it's relatively strong. Also, if you look at the momentum indicator, the momentum here, which is the ADS, I'll tell you that it's relatively weak because you can see that around 12 below 20, like I always say. But keep your eyes on it because I believe that because the stock has not seen a kind of a strong buying power, that's why we are seeing this reversal on the 1 hour chart. But we'll go back to a day chart because we are looking at a day trade. If you look at a day trade, the stock even on a red position candlestick here you are seeing, but still above the T line. That's a good thing. And money flow is trying to look up around 40 points. Once go above this 41 to 50, that's another good one that one. But if you look at the ADS, where you can look at the strength, ADS is relatively weak at 12 also. For me, you have to look at, put your eyes before. Those that are looking for dividend income, here it also look at. But for capital application, you also have to also play with caution at this time. Then we'll quickly go to UBA before we look at ETI. UBA. Look at UBA chart. What UBA is doing at this point. They will now look at ETI to conclude the chart. We'll be discussing more on today's on tomorrow live class over 1 hour. If you look at UBA, you can see that yes, all the way from this point, when it break out here, you can see that the main above the T line. It tested, it almost come down, go up. You can see that trend was sustained, good one, and that has been since around November. I've seen market in that direction. You can see also here at this point it's trading flat on the T line. It has not broken it down. You can see it here, but you can see that it's still trying to gain this morning to be around the 10 kobo, but I'll tell you that it's still very, very weak. But the money flow is looking up small and they're reading around 40, 48, and the tell you momentum is very, very strong. You can see this is a good one, 47, and I can tell you this is a very good one for ADS for UBA. I quickly look at UBA in 1 hour chart. So the one thing I've seen that yes, the 1 hour chart is not also looking bad. It's a good one. 1 hour chart telling us momentum is on the rise. Money flow is also looking right up here. You can see it here. Momentum is around 14, looking up, and you can see that money flow is looking at the stock. For me, it's a good one for UBA. For those that are UBA, let's also look at ETI at this point. ETI also look at what is happening in ETI. ETI on a 1 hour chart is missed. I can see ETI now, it has gone up here as far as almost 12.05 or 12.15 before coming back. You can see also there's a strong resistance level here. These are around 12.50 or 12.30. That is the price that strong resistance apart from the 13 that hit before now. But once market is able to break this 12.50 or 12.32 and up, that will also confirm a new trend. But if you look at 1 hour chart, the money flow is very, very strong here for TI. Good one looking up at this point, despite we're seeing a kind of a pullback here, but still above the T line on the 1 hour chart. I see that momentum is very strong. I see like my ADS is looking pretty good above 20, and look at where the blue line is and where the red is. I see this is a good one for ETI, but let's look at a day chart for ETI before we call it a day again. Yes, for ETI, I've told you earlier, like when you see a stock far from what the T line, ETI, you can see that yesterday where it tested almost that 12.10 before it came down again and closed around 11.70. But this morning you can see that it has crossed over, but still here the direction is not too strong. But when you look at your money flow, for me reading around 45 and looking up, it's a good one. And I can see that my what's it called momentum indicator ADS is also trying to cross here up. If that is done, that is good. And I see that the ADS is reading 28, 26, which is equally good for the stock. The pattern we're seeing is an uptrend. You can see it here. If you draw a line here, it's an uptrend for what the stock. We'll call it a bullish channel. If you draw down here and up, it's still within that channel. The stock is still making up uptrend. If you understand what I said here. Now, just as you must know how to play with your chart, you can see it here. It's an uptrend. It's an uptrend. An uptrend that we call a tech analysis. We call it here. And also, you can also come over here. Take this one up here, up here, up here. You can see that. So the movement has been in between the trend. Thought it like you can see it here. It only went down here. But that's a good pattern for ETF. For me, we are looking at if this stock to study this momentum, if that is done, good for the market. But for me, there's no cause for alarm if you are in any position, especially in these market stocks. On this note, I say see you tomorrow. Look forward to see you. I think for those that have subscribed, you have also checked your email address for your login details for tomorrow class. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. See you tomorrow.